How about it?
And go ahead, screen share.
Oh, yes.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Pathfinding Hell's Rebels. So, first I'll say that the Shatterstar campaign is not over. It's going to start taking place basically on like off times whenever. Barzil, I should not be there. Uh, Perhaps there will be 1 or 2 sessions during spring break, but for now, since Henrik can't do that, we're going to do this on Fridays. So, we have Leon and Kevin have already arrived. So, why don't you guys go ahead and introduce your characters to the audience?
You want to go first since yours makes more sense?
Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I'll go. My name is Flux. I'm a shaman, unsworn shaman, uh, at, of the Asmar race. I am. I'm a little older than the average starting character. I'm in my 40s, and I've been struggling as a shaman as a person because I worship Desna, and I also have I'm trying to satisfy the spirits as well, and there's an internal conflict as far as can I satisfy both of these requirements, and that is what kind of led to the unswornness, where I can't dedicate myself to the spirits because I have this devotion to Desna that is important to me. Um, my father ran a healing shop, and I tried to maintain that, but basically, given the low level abilities that I had, I just could not maintain it, and so that has now closed. And so now I have a cart full of mostly mundane items that I drive around and I will sell to regular customers and those who pass by as as it happens. Um, Due to the outlawing of the worshipping of Desna, I have that's just my specific reason to dislike the tyrannical regime. There's others, but that's the primary focus of why I think it is something that should be done away with. And that is why I'm going to the protest at the beginning.
Okay, Leon.
So, my guy is named Erland. You can call him Earl. It's totally fine. Promise. Might be disgruntled, but that's his natural state of being. It's like angry Hank Hill if he always had a nail stuck in his shoe, but targeted at people in general because they're assholes. Can't help it. Um, he's from Hermia, but got kicked out because he didn't pass whatever asshole test those superior stupid assholes do, and landed here, started a smith, and the guards took over, and a new government came in. So I'm getting stiffed on payment, doing their job, and so the money's kind of shitty right now. Hmm. He's a human fighter. I burnt all the traits to get an additional 2 +2 bonus to a ability points. It's gonna pay off. Um, can't think of anything else right now. Oh, um, he's going to the protest to watch and see what kind of dumbass is gonna try and step up to the guards and get killed.
Hmm.
You know.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, well, he's very stoic and 100% not my fucking job kind of character.
Uh, uh, and I'm adding some tokens to represent the crowd. I can't possibly. There's not really a good way to represent accurately the fact that at the protest, everything is thick with crowd, basically. Everything you see here.
Mhm.
The entire area is thick with crowd.
Yeah, I was looking at that when I was making macros going, that's not much of a protest.
Yeah. Because there's no way to represent that wouldn't be kind of annoying.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have scaled up the size of the map so that you could cram multiple people into a square.
Or yeah, I mean there are multiple people in each square.
No, but I
They-
mean, like, you could use a crowd icon or something to represent.
There isn't one.
Hmm.
Believe me, I looked. There isn't one. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. If I put them on the map, I'm gonna see if I can't. I'm gonna see how bad it looks. Not doing that.
I was sharing.
Uh, fuck you.
So, is this happening in front of government building, or is this in front, like, the Opera House?
Her?
Where is the protest?
It's in front of the Opera House. Uh,
Did you type in, like, citizen or something?
yeah, there's a map pack that has these. These are the same, like, 12 people over and over again.
Oh yeah, I realized that. It's
There's not that many, and I do want them to look kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 3 more.
It looks like Henrik's here. That's good.
Okay. All right, good. Henrik, we are already broadcasting. Go ahead and tell the audience about your character.
Certainly. Let me just get my windows in order here. Right. I will be joining the game as Marcus of the Vashnastial family. It's a great noble house of Kintago, and I am playing the bachelor noble, so to speak. He greatly enjoys the bohemian environment of Kintago, and is not much for the newly minted mayor shutting down everything with a curfew. How could he possibly go on binge drinking if everyone's supposed to be inside? Think Romeo in Verona before he meets Juliet.
Cool.
He's the eldest son of a great house, so there is some noble responsibility at play, but we shall explore that during the game.
There we are.
Sorry, I think I might have mixed up the name. Did I say Marcus or Marco?
Marcus.
That is incorrect. It is Marco.
Cool.
Okay. Oh,
Money says Darby slept in.
No bet.
I'm watching this video, and I think they're at like Antiques Roadshow or some shit. Guy brought in a watch from 1960 and all the paperwork for it, and he paid $104. And they start talking, and it's a little bit over a month's salary in the army at the time. They got $100 a month, and the guy tells him this would normally be worth X, Y, but since you have everything, it's worth between $65,000 and $75,000 a year. $75,000. And he goes on to say that's about a month's salary for a soldier in the army. And this guy that owns the item is so dumbfounded that just the price, like, I don't know how to explain it. To me, my first thought is, well, that held value pretty well. But this guy is like, he's expressing it like he's feeling rich, you know?
I mean, it depends on his background. That might be justified.
He doesn't look like he's too bad off, so.
No, but you can't always tell with stuff like that.
True.
Plus, getting the money basically out of nowhere. Oh, it's nice to be surprised.
Yeah, if he puts the money up, that's pretty nice. I mean, he's clearly retired, so that'll probably go to like family or something for his wife if he has one.
Yeah, Darby is offline. If it comes down to it, we'll start without him in a couple of minutes. Once I get this crowd, once I get this crowd done, I will. There's a few things I'll read off again for the audience's sake, and then we will start with or without him.
We should consider a secondary method of communication. Because if Skype doesn't work for whatever reason, or in this case, if somebody's not on,
Well, I mean, if they're not on Skype, they're probably not going to be on any other method of communication.
Well, I don't know. Just because Skype's not running doesn't mean something else couldn't be.
Yes, but if they're not on Skype, that's not because Skype isn't running.
How do you figure?
Or that's because, most likely, it's because they are asleep or gone.
Okay.
Okay, just a few more gaps to fill. There are a lot of dodecasexlets in Carthago. The city's famous for them.
I feel like I should know what that means.
It's not a word. It's so twins, triplets, quadruplets. I extended it to represent the fact that, like, the little girl in the pink dress, there's like more than 20 of her.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you will see her like hundreds of times because she's one of maybe 30. So, for the sake of the audience, I'm going to summarize the premise of this campaign. Basically, as you've been hearing us allude to, we are in Carthago, the freest city in all of deeply unfree Cheliax. Up until recently, this city was ruled benevolently by Lord Mayor Gilia Brunellis or something along those lines. But recently, she disappeared, and according to rumor, she fled to Arcadia, placed by a man called Barzillai Thrune. Barzillai Thrune, who is said to have requested appointment to Carthago for whatever reason, immediately set about issuing various ridiculous proclamations on taking over. I'm going to read them out for you guys. Proclamation the first. All slayers of city pests, hereby defined as mice, doves, and ravens, who present said pests to the Datari shall be rewarded with a bounty of 1 copper piece. Proclamation the second. All places of public business must display in a position of prominence within the first room, accessible from the building's primary entrance, a portion of Her Infernal Magistrix Queen Abigail II. Said portrait must measure no less than 11 by 17 inches. Proclamation the Third. Anyone who captures alive and unharmed a feral dog of a weight exceeding 50 pounds is to be rewarded with a payment of 2 silver pieces upon transfer of the dog to the Datari. The Datari are the city guard. Such noble guardian creatures should find homes worthy of their kind. Proclamation the Fourth. The right to wear fine embroidered clothing in public is hereafter prescribed to anyone other than agents of House Thrune or the Holy Church of Asmodeus. Exceptions can be awarded or purchased at the city's discretion. Proclamation the Fifth. Grain is life. Should grain be spilled in public, it must be gathered, cleaned, and repackaged within the hour. Any person who allows grain to go ungathered after a spillage shall be fined 1 copper piece per grain. Proclamation the Sixth. The imbibing of night tea brings dangerous imbalance to the slumbering mind. Between the hours of sunset and sunrise, the taking of tea is prescribed. Proclamation the Seventh. The odor and flavor of mint is an abomination to the refined palate. Be not the cretin. Mint use in candies, drinks, and all manner of confections is hereby prescribed. I will note that proclamation does not ban mint the herb. It bans mint in those forms. So, is Darby coming in?
Possibly.
So let's see which character.
Well, his Skype was broke.
Okay. Please work. 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 Please
Okay,
work.
it worked immediately without restart.
Cool. So we begin this campaign properly at the protest. Has
Is there more proclamations? Was Rice the last one?
there's just those 7.
Okay, should I make a disguise check?
Yes, do go ahead and make that immediately. You do not get your vigilante bonus because you're not that only works for your 2 primary identities.
True. Okay,
Go ahead.
disguise kit. Total bonus 2 disguise. And plus 10 because under the makeup, I've shapeshifted into a random human from the crowd.
That is not how that works.
Oh,
It's 10 for people to not realize you're a kitsune. That's the only help that gives you. It doesn't help them realizing you're in
I took a feat.
weird makeup.
I took a feat.
Okay.
Realistic likeness.
What does that do? Read it to me.
Okay, let me find it here. Okay. So what this does is you could precisely mimic the physical features of any individual you have encountered. When you use your racial change shape ability, you can attempt to take the form of an individual, granting a plus 10 circumstance bonus on disguise checks made to fool others with your impersonation.
Okay. Who?
Who's the most inconspicuous person in the crowd?
Red, green, purple, brown, orange, or black?
I'll go with one of the black.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Darby, go ahead and tell us about your character while I'm getting the last few things set up here.
Okay, so my character, just completely out of game. Your characters wouldn't know this right off the top of the of this entire thing. Sam Gamgerbees, otherwise known as the Silver Raven, is a kitsune vigilante who moved to Kintargo with her family because there was a mafia in Varizia, and, well, her dad, her sweet, sweet, loving father, had to take out a loan from a bank that was controlled by said mafia. One goblin sacking later, he was unable to pay it back, and it looked like their heads were going to be on a silver platter. So they started going south, and they went across the sea to Cheliax to try and put as much distance from them and the authority of the mafia as possible. Let's see. She's average build. She's rather unassuming for the most part, at least in her human form. She runs a business as an alchemist on the side. You know, because the ingenuity of using alchemist's ice to chill your meats and keep them cool longer is honestly a pretty great concept.
Sounds expensive.
It sounds like a hoax.
Well, if you can store it right, it's kind of like a refrigerator.
I will have you know that the Judge of Sarenrae does something called purify food and water. And it sounds like you're trying to scam someone.
Well, she's trying to make something that you don't need to cast magic to do, and it lasts for months. Well, maybe not months, but definitely over a month.
And it occurs to me that the civilization rules actually will affect you in a significant way, Darby. Right now, this Kintargo Society rating is -2. And that causes all disguise checks inside the city to take a -2 penalty.
Okay.
It's because everybody is suspicious of everybody else.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not the natural state of things. Being controlled by Barzillai Thrune gives Rex Kintargo's civilization rule stat block.
Okay.
So one other thing I'll say is, for when it matters, the crowd there is difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's begin. You can place yourselves wherever.
I think where I am is good.
Yeah, definitely not in the center. Looking for high ground, but this is probably a flattish area.
Yeah, that's not really going to be a thing.
You know what? Switch me with this one. Not in the main view. A row back and just ready to watch somebody do something stupid.
Okay. And can you not move yourself? Because you should be able to.
Oh, I can. I just thought you were going to actually move the.
No, they're on the map layer.
Okay.
Who's this guy up here?
That
Big Bag
is
McGee.
roll knowledge local.
Yes, sir. That's one of the skills. That's like my only knowledge skill I took.
Okay. So that is Nox. She is a bodyguard who works for Barzillai Thrune. And let's see. You've actually heard a rumor about her recently. I hear that bodyguard of Thrune's, that woman Nox, is half devil. She's too ugly to be human, that's for sure. And looking at her, her skin is reddish. Her hair is dark black. And that's about all you know. So,
Hoping tieflings didn't hear that.
what?
My character, under her breath, as she hears this, is gonna be like, "Ooh, scathing."
I said, I hope a tiefling doesn't hear that. They'd be like, that is completely racist.
Yeah.
I am a good person. You know.
So, we begin. Even with the cobblestones of Argent Avenue and the foliage of Aria Park still wet from this morning's light rain, dozens of Cantargans have gathered along the facade of the Opera House to protest the city's new Lord Mayor, Paracount Barzillai Thrune. The city's new leader was appointed by her infernal magistrix, Queen Abigail II, in the wake of the previous Lord Mayor's sudden flight from the city, an event that still has local rumor mongers whispering furiously. In a scant 7 days, Paracount Thrune has instituted martial law, a curfew, and 7 outlandish and polarizing proclamations. These actions and more have called many of Cantargo's dissatisfied citizens here on this overcast morn. There's been no sign yet of Barzillai Thrune himself, and the Opera House's doors remain tightly closed. As they have since the man chose the landmark as his new home. But judging by the growing sound of the protesters, he surely can't ignore the scene on the streets below much longer. So, at the protest, as the hours go by, I'm going to have you guys roll initiative. You'll spend doing something. And so initiative is just to resolve what order you guys go in. You are not in combat.
Okay.
Okay. I saw Erland got a 5.
One second. Someone tried to call me, but my thing blocked.
Got a 12. Flux got a 12.
I think that a 15.
Yeah, if I don't die in the first couple levels, this will be an awesome character.
Okay, 15, and Sam got a 6.
That's pretty much how I feel about this. I just feel so squishy.
Well, I don't exactly feel squishy. It's more that I've built him wrong for the first couple levels to build him right later.
This isn't exactly, third edition. You have more than 2 hit points,
Yeah, well,
You can still die, but you probably...
Well, hey, you could be like me and have just enough healthy paranoia to have a backup character concept.
I've got a few, but they're not on paper.
Yeah, I mean, a good crit could wipe me out, though. I mean, that's the scary,
Yeah.
Well, what's your constitution?
My con is 12. So yes,
Okay,
maybe not.
and-
22. That's
and
22 to
you're-
death. But
Yeah,
still.
you're at D8 or some such. So, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe an orc.
Marco, you go first.
Certainly.
So,
Yeah. What are my options?
okay.
Is there any? Or do I
Yeah,
just come up with them?
there is a list. Listen for rumors, pilfer, rabble rouse, search for a contact, silence undesirable elements, or watch the crowd. Most of those are self-explanatory. Search for a contact is only applicable if you have a specific. If your reason to protest is that you're looking for a specific person. Is that true of anyone here?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll ignore that one then. And for silence undesirable elements, I will mention that as the protest is going, there are various factions have sort of formed among the protesters. It has a list of them here. There are some people are distinctly shouting for local rule. Some people are upset specifically about about Froon's business policies. Some people are upset that he wasn't elected. Some people are trying to start shit, and some people are Chelish loyalists and counter protesters. And you can sort of work to try to shut one of those groups up. And then there's the others are listen for rumors, pilfer, i.e., steal, and watch the crowd.
I am gonna rabble rouse, in the sense that he shut down the theater. He's instituted a curfew. He has everyone out hunting dogs and rats, and now this new ridiculous thing is whatever his next commandment was. You know,
Your
Yeah,
rules are bad and you should feel bad. Rabble,
Yeah.
rabble, rabble.
basically.
Yeah.
And I am gonna use perform oratory
Okay.
for a 23.
You win. So you will take a bonus on charisma-based check, a +1 circumstance bonus on charisma-based checks for the next 24 hours. And the protesters have now taken note of you, and so in the event combat should start, the crowds will not count as difficult terrain because they will instinctively part to make way for your awesomeness.
Excellent.
That's pretty
Everything
good.
is awesome.
Yeah.
I'll watch the crowd.
Roll perception.
So I get a 30.
Yeah. So you notice a couple of different things. First, you are able to sense the crowd's mood. The general mood of the crowd is agitated and discontented, but not overtly violent. Second, you notice that there's some kind of unusual there's some kind of unusual subcurrent in the crowd's movements. Like there's there's a group trying to group together or something like that. Just keep in mind later you get thing for noticing that. Remind
Okay.
me. You'll know
Okay.
when to remind me.
I hope so.
And you also notice a pickpocket. You notice the person 3 rows in front of you is having someone reach their wallet and grab something.
I alert the person who's getting pickpocketed.
Okay, so she screams out thief. And the guards thief, and Nox here is, let's see, There are guards nearby. So one of them runs in to take care of it and arrests the person and drags them away. Person who was being pickpocketed thanks you profusely and gives you 6 GP of the money that was in her purse. Says, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough.
I'll refuse and say it was nothing. Any person, any decent person would have done the same. Just try to do good in your life to someone else.
I will search for an opportunity. And that is all of them. Sam.
Okay. I'm going to listen to the rumors because secrets keep our weapons dull.
Okay. Roll. I
Okay,
think it's a
here we
perception
go.
check. I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
There you are. Yeah. Perception or diplomacy?
Oh.
Diplomacy to gather information.
Let me actually see. How good is my diplomacy is the same regardless. All right.
Okay. Yeah, if they're both +4, we'll just take that. That was enough. That's enough.
Okay.
So you're going to get a rumor. Shame you overhear someone saying, shame they closed down the opera house. I was looking forward to seeing Senshin in the role of Aelor and Huntress of Heroes. Of course, they say she's gone missing too. Wouldn't surprise me if she got herself thrown into some Thrune Obulette, the way she's gone on about the government. Erland.
I'd sit down and watch all the idiots moving, but I can't really sit down here. So I'm just kind of amusing myself with these people are fucking stupid.
Roll a perception check. Okay. You don't notice anything of note. Marco.
Oh, you know it. I'm
Rabble
gonna
rouse.
rabble rouse.
Okay, oratory.
Is there a point to doing it more than once, or
Yes.
then I shall use my perform. There's a +1 because charisma based. Can't think of anything else. So 9.
Sadly, no.
Okay.
Flux.
After seeing that, I'm very wary about the less noble elements of this, less nice elements of the crowd. So I'll do the same as before. I got a 26. My familiar got a 31. I don't know if you will take that as my check.
Okay, the result is the same.
Okay.
Up to and including the pickpocket.
Okay.
And and it actually winds up being the same woman, the victim.
Oh no. I perform the same action. I say, hey, stop trying to pick this person's pocket, and
She must be wearing nice clothes.
something.
And
Or just-
her back pocket, like her wallet, is like really big and like sticks out of her back pocket at an angle.
She's asking
So it's
for it.
like
Yep.
kinda.
It's got those giant purses that are always open.
That's funny.
Sam.
Okay. Let's try to get some more secrets. Actually, weird idea. How good is my sleight of hand?
Oh look,
Yeah.
a pickpocket.
No. I want to try to prank the pickpocketer, but I'm not confident I have a good enough score to do so.
You'd have to find one first.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find pickpocketers. '24 perception.
All right, so the result is the same. You notice that strange undercurrent of movement, which gives you thing. You notice everything I said earlier about the mood of the crowd, and you indeed do catch a pickpocket.
Okay, my character's going to try to go up to this pickpocket, and I'm going to try to put a stop to this. I'm going to try to out pickpocket the pickpocket.
Okay. And you steal not what's in their hand, but what's in their actual pocket.
I want to try and do more. So, I don't know if you've seen any parody videos. I want to try and demean this pickpocketer and try to get him to stop. So,
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to steal the underwear right out from their britches.
Oh,
Okay.
man. There's some gamer shit going on here.
I saw that video.
I feel like there's a circumstance modifier against you here.
Yeah, that's got to be a pretty high roll.
They're also busy trying to pickpocket someone else, I'm assuming. That would kind of hopefully make their perception a little bit trickier.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
9. Not too great.
Okay.
And if this fails, I'll just give them a wedgie instead.
That may be what that actually would look like.
Just the iron-gripped wedgie.
They turn around and glare at you.
I'm going to go, you better stop pickpocketing or I'm going to give you a wedgie again.
Sorry, mate. Your tag was hanging out.
Roll intimidate.
Yes, I shall roll intimidate. I don't have it trained, though. I just rolled a nat 20 on my intimidate.
Their eyes go wide and they actually they nod and step away. Erland.
I'm gonna try and find people in the crowd. Do I see Flux possibly?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I will spend that time to head that way.
All right. You can do one of the other things. That's
Perception to look for interesting shit
Okay.
they're doing in the crowd.
all right.
Yeah, it's the same roll as before.
Yep. All right. Marco.
Is it possible to take 10 on this?
No.
Okay. Well, I am gonna say if we can't get in the opera house, why don't we all perform out here as I summon a guitar? Maybe that'll get Troon's attention.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
All right. So the bonus increases to +2. And technically it's been 2 hours, so that 24-hour resets. So starting,
Not expecting we'll need to accurately track 24 hours.
yeah. Flux.
After seeing the same woman try to pickpocket twice, I'll appeal to the crowd saying, "Please, people, be aware of pickpockets and do not allow yourself to be robbed. They are everywhere. Everyone, keep track of your wallets, please."
Okay.
I don't know what check you want me to make for that. That's diplomacy.
Let me.
You've intimidated the pickpockets.
No, hold on. I'm gonna treat that one. And check what the. Yes, it is. It is intimidate. Yes.
Oh, it's intimidate. Okay, that's much lower, but I'll also be able to make something out of it. Hopefully, +3. 17. That's not horrible.
You do a lot to silence the people who were there to steal and or start shit.
Hmm.
Man, I was enjoying watching people do stupid shit.
I'm sorry.
Sam,
Okay, hearing the music start up on behalf of Marco, do I have to be trained in a perform still, or can I try an impromptu singing?
you can try it.
Okay. Let me take a look here. Perform is just base 20.
Ka. You get.
I barely harmonize.
Yeah. You kind of bad. A tomato flies over your head.
Yeah, I just stopped then and there then.
Good gracious, woman. We're trying to have a concert.
There are seeds in tomatoes, you stupid fuck.
Erland.
Watching people do stupid shit.
New roll.
Yep.
All right. This time you notice everything that's been said so far about the elements within the crowd, or not the elements, but about the mood of the crowd and the unusual subcurrent. You get thing. And you do notice a pickpocket.
I proceed to watch in amusement.
Oh, man.
Okay. Roll perception, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, Flux would probably notice my eyes are fixed on watching somebody get stolen from.
Valara got to 29.
And actually, never mind that last perception check. So, let's see, how did you guys go? There were at least 4 successful things. So,
I got a thing, he got a thing, and Bard
Yeah.
got 2 things.
yeah. So, there's a balcony at the top of the opera house. And after a moment, the crowd quiets as the curtain on the balcony parts. And you see a man step out. It is Barzillai Thrune.
That's a
Crowd
good room. What will you have us chase today, Mr. Mayor? I say as I throw my hat on the ground and implore the people around to put silver in it.
To what?
To put silver in it.
Ah.
The entire town's district is out of work. You have the opera for yourself. Shall we have a show outside? I say as I continue my song.
Okay.
Bard's gonna die.
Or rather,
You
have
look-
you,
Get
have
arrested.
you come to watch the show outside?
He looks down at you and clears his throat. He laughs. My adoring little chickadees. I am sorry to say I have not yet adapted to your quaint country ways, being accustomed as I am to the sophistication and learning of Igorian. Nonetheless, know that I have heard your concerns, and I appreciate your valued feedback. And I know we shall eventually find mutual understanding in the fullness of time. I take pride in updating Kintargo's quaint, outdated laws to the modern standards this city deserves, and strengthening its ties with the Empire in these cruel times, but obviously I have approached my duties too aggressively. You say you chafe at the presence of non-natives in positions of power, that authorities not of this city have no place as its leaders, that you will not be yoked by intruders. Your Lord Mayor hears you. And so, it is with a heavy heart that I issue this proclamation in response to your demands. All ships' captains are hereafter barred from leaving their vessels and setting foot on Kintargo docks or streets, under pain of, let's say, squassation. Immediately after he says that, the crowd begins shouting and jeering.
So backhanded.
The crowd begins shouting and jeering. Thrune smirks, and throughout the crowd, various individuals take off cloaks or undo hoods to reveal that they're wearing the colors of the Chelish Citizens Group, which is the local militia who are sort of Thrune enthusiasts. As the crowd goes, someone, or I will have you react first. Tell me basically what you do now.
My character kind of steps back a little bit, incredibly shocked at how backhanded that entire thing was.
How our hexes are generally not obvious. Is that how you're ruling it? There's no like somatic or verbal components, basically.
Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to do it without people at least realizing you're doing something. Okay. I would let you make a disguise or stealth check to blend into the crowd and have no one realize what exactly you're doing.
Okay, let's see.
Are you casting magic? Or...
It's a hex. Like what witches have.
I'll do a disguise. +3.
Is the hex a spell like or supernatural?
Supernatural, I believe. Slumber would be what I was going for. 12. That's not very good for disguise. So the main guy, I can't remember the mayor, governor guy. He'll have to make a will save.
Right. I'm getting his stats. They're in a different module, so it's taking a second. Right in. There you are.
DC 16. Pretty low. Relatively.
Right.
Hey, you can still roll a 1.
Right. I mean, there's always the chance of anything succeeding. So.
NPC gallery is on page 64. Will save. He saves.
Yeah.
He does, however, as you target him with your hex, he sort of loses his composure for just a second, and as he does so, his arm kind of relaxes, and the glass of wine he's holding spills onto his fine clothing.
Oh no.
And he looks down at this and out at you and looks down at Nox and shouts, "Enough of this! Nox! Run them off, arrest them, or kill them! I don't care which!" He steps back into the opera house and slams the windows. Roll initiative.
Yes, sir.
I count that as a success.
This is not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's wrong with
Those who got the thing get a +4 bonus to this initiative
Oh,
because they
cool.
realized that something was brewing.
Yep.
With that in mind,
Tammy included.
yes, I believe you did get it at one point, Sam. With that in mind, Flux.
That would be 25 then.
Sam.
19.
Erland.
21.
Marco.
10.
Marco.
Oh, he's muted.
No, I'm here. I said 10.
Oh, didn't hear it.
And what's your initiative mod?
3.
All right. So, you guys notice, each of you notices, Marco, there's one right next to you. Erland and Flux, there's kind of 2 in your vicinity, and there's one over here. These are Chelish Citizens Group people, and you can tell that they're coming toward you to attack you. Flux.
The closest one that's going to attack me, I demand a will save of 16.
Okay.
Was that you, him, or you, us?
All of you.
Okay.
Each one, the one closest to you intends to attack you. Red is going after Flux. Green is going after Leon. Blue, Darby. Yellow, Marco.
Do they have weapons?
Yes, they have maces.
Ah, they are their icon.
Yes, they are.
I know, it's just you said before they took off cloaks and they were in the colors. And didn't explicitly mention any weapons being drawn.
Yeah, I know. We'll say he loses.
He goes to sleep.
Yes.
That's, and, I will move, so it's what do we call it, difficult terrain. So I'll send my
Yes.
move action to go to about there.
Okay. Erland.
Yeah, I proceed to attempt to escape.
Okay.
Difficult terrain. So 3 squares probably gets me like there-ish.
Okay.
Next.
Sam.
Okay. Seeing that she's about to be accosted, she's basically going to say under her breath, it's time for the good old switcheroo. And she's going to start breaking smoke sticks.
Okay, so you can snap a pile of smoke sticks over your leg. How big of a radius does that cover?
I believe it's each one is a 10-foot square.
Okay. And more of them won't cover a larger area, it'll cover the same area more thickly.
I was kind of wanting to put one in each quadrant around me. I know it won't make the central area more thick, but will obfuscate
Right.
enough of
I'll
an
accept
area.
that.
They won't know which member of the crowd in this group of 9 people it is.
Okay. Right.
Now that's a now is that a swift or a standard breaking all those?
That's going to be a full round action to break all of those.
Okay.
Green. Being a Chelish loyalist didn't terribly like your performance, Marco, so he's going to move here, and he's going to try to strike you.
What is this nonsense? It was lovely. Don't you dare touch me. I am a noble in this city.
You saying that causes him to hesitate and completely miss you. Red is asleep, so it has nothing to do. So, the crowd more broadly is rioting right now. Other people are fighting more Chelish Citizens Group thugs. Some people are starting to beat each other up. Someone takes out a knife, a throwing knife, and tosses it at Nox. And hold on. Tosses it at Nox. Somewhat inexplicably and much to their fortune, they hit her right in the neck,
Oh shit!
pushing it through her throat. And then you watch as, right in front of you, her wound seals up and pushes the knife out onto the ground.
Active
That brings up-
regeneration.
That brings up her turn. She retreats into the opera house.
What the fuck?
I'm glad. I don't want to fight.
Slay them, jail them, or dismantle, and then she runs into the opera house? What the fuck?
Roll sense motive.
I shall do so, if allowed.
Yeah, I'll accept it from you.
Me and
You
Leon both
sense-
got 14.
You don't sense at all that she's afraid, is all I'll tell you. Marco.
Yeah, I am gonna make some comment about devil worship in this town, now attacking citizenry, before retreating away from these men that are trying to kill me.
Okay.
So
Roll
I snatch my
perception.
hat and withdraw.
Huh? Never mind. Blue doesn't want to go into the smoke, and so is going to double move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's the point. It's no longer difficult terrain for me, actually, so withdraw
Yeah.
will get me to there.
Yeah. Okay, given that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. And that was a double move. Yellow, likewise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, or 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna roll a check. True or false, Kevin? It is a standard action to awaken someone from your slumber hex the same way it is for sleep.
Correct.
It would be the same way as sleep, yes.
And there's no check involved, you know. You just wake them.
He doesn't. He's making a check to know that.
Is this guy getting trampled?
That is
Well,
a good
seriously,
point. He is
he's-
going to take some damage.
Probably
Which that would
awake
wake him
from
up
the
anyway.
trampling.
Yeah.
That would wake him anyway.
True. In
Yeah,
that
others
case,
can
on
rouse-
his turn,
Others can route
In
to
that case-
standard.
on his turn, he would have spent a move action to stand up, and then immediately gone to you,
No.
Sky. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top of the round. Flux.
Well, I can't use my trick again on red, so. Huh.
I will have him take some damage from trampling.
I will. Okay, hexes don't provoke, so I will hex yellow. So I demand a will save from yellow.
Okay. He does not win.
All right. Then I think the best course of action would be to move, even though I'm going to provoke. So 5. So I'd provoke from red.
Okay, roll perception.
Roll perception.
You realize that he is actually not hitting to kill. He's doing non-lethal damage.
Okay.
He's taking the penalty to do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Erland.
Oh, that one's asleep. Cool.
So did he roll, or
Yeah,
was it the
yeah.
7?
There's two -1s there. One is the will save. The other
Okay.
is the other's an attack roll.
Oh, the attack which fails is below 10, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I guess I'm going this way. Double move gets me to like there.
All right. You see bright flashing lights. Now that you're in the smoke, you see bright flashing lights coming from the center square. Sam, so that you've now spent a round, so you've made progress.
Darby here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You realize your name is Sam now?
Oh yeah, sorry, I had a brain fart. Yeah, I'm starting my transformation sequence.
Okay. So that's one round of progress on it.
Yes.
Green. One. 4, 5, 6.
No.
Uh, hello?
Hi.
So 11 against me?
It's a good
Yeah.
question.
Mine AC is low, but it's not that low. Mine's 15. So 11 would miss me if that was for me.
Okay. So I just heard everything you said over those like 30 or so seconds in like 3 before getting back up. So it's like Marco.
Yeah. I am gonna withdraw southwesterly, double through Aria Park, and try to meet the others that were being chased on the east side of the Opera House.
Okay. I'll say it takes you 2 rounds to appear over here by them.
I'm not looking to get on the battleboard again. You know, I'm trying to meet them after they escape.
Ah. Okay. Blue. That's a double move. Yellow is woken up by the crowd. It's taken a point of damage from being trampled. Top of the round. Flux.
Okay, demand will save from blue.
He wins.
Alright, withdraw.
Okay.
Withdraw is a full round action.
Oh, duh. Thank you. So then just move, provoking twice. Actually, at that point, I'll just take it. I'll stay here and take it. No, I guess I got to move anyway. Never mind. So I'll actually, no, again, sorry. So I'll move there. 10 wouldn't hit.
Yeah.
So.
Erland.
Looks like we're moving this way.
Oh, you were in there
Sam.
still. I thought you escaped already.
Nah, I'm working my way there. I'll jump in the fucking water if I have to. It doesn't matter.
2, 3. 5, 6. That's double move. Or Marco has escaped. Blue. This person comes running in from the side.
Oh, fuck.
Yellow.
Who's coming out? I didn't see it.
I've got a guard coming after me.
Hmm.
Do the new guards look different than the old guards since they were imported from elsewhere?
Yes, these are. So these are actual city guard. The others are in the Chelish Citizens group. So these are an entirely different type of creature.
Right, but since martial law was declared, they would have brought in more guards. Are those? They're still city guards, but are they in different armor because they're from outside the city? They were imported.
The outside force is a bunch of Hell Knights, not Atari.
Okay.
I think it's the Order of the Rack.
Yes.
That's been brought in.
Yeah, there might be, it's possible that more Datari have been brought in, but if that's the case, it's unlikely that they're distinguishable from
Okay.
others.
So I shouldn't trust the guards.
Like to the northwest of here, there are a couple of garrisons. Big one and a small one, and there are 2 orders of Hell Knights there.
Flux.
Double move. $30. Triple provoke.
Because you could have full retreated there because you didn't do anything else.
Okay, full retreat then.
Erland.
Do I have a skill for that? I don't, but I could. Fuck it. I'm gonna drop to my knees and try and hide and maneuver that way with a stealth check.
Okay.
So I'm at what, a quarter movement now?
Yes. So you're moving 1 square per round.
Yeah. Okay. They won't expect me to move this way. Because when people flee, they flee away from the bad guys.
All right. Sam makes progress. Green loses track of you in the crowd. One. Seems to see you after all.
Okay.
Something has wonked. So we're gonna wait until I hear something from you guys.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Anyone
I am
else?
seen.
I can hear you.
Yeah. You are
You're
seen.
fine.
It
Okay.
appears. So that's 15 to hit you.
What the fuck? That's not right.
32
15
AC.
AC. Definitely 15 AC.
You have 1d20 plus 15.
Yes, that is what I've done here.
That'd be nice to be able to.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay. I can do that.
Cyan Guard likewise. That is the wrong thing to roll. It's you.
Yep.
That's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
This is round 5. Flux.
Good God, this is not going well for me. This is not the kind of combat I do well in general.
Yeah, well, I think this is one of those games where you're meant to fail the first combat.
I would like for you to all take a page out of Sir Robin's book and valiantly run away.
Flux, you are close enough to the edge of the crowd. I would let you just do that.
Okay, if I wasn't sure where we were going, honestly. So yes, if I can just move to the right, then I would do that. Yes.
Yeah, or you would full retreat. You would go down and then over.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Erland.
Into the park. Find a bush.
Fuck it, I surrender. I don't want to die.
Oh shit!
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I did not.
All right. Sam.
Continuing the transformation. Which I think after this I've got, I'll be on the final round.
Yes.
This seems like not optimal for combat.
No, they
Red.
specifically tried to fuck us.
Intermix back in the crowd as they go about harassing others.
Yeah. Better to be taken by the city
Go
guard than
run.
these whatever the fuck they are.
Mad Zelotic supporters.
What were they called? Citizens of Kintago?
Yeah.
That's not right. It was 2 words. I don't remember.
Erland, is there anything you want to do?
No, I've surrendered.
Okay. Sam, your transformation completes.
Okay. All right. Can I step out of the smoke and try to intimidate these two?
Next round.
Okay.
Plus, there's a good chance I'm gonna run into a guard that visits the shop to pick up his armor and shit.
Yeah, you are brought over. Actually, this one is behind to do more arresting.
Mhm.
Next round, Focus is gone. Sam, you
Okay.
are. Hold on.
All right. Who's doing more damage actually between the two? The crazy supporters or the guards?
The guards by quite a bit.
All right. Which is more of an actual serious threat and is unreasonable?
Guards.
Well, that's fucking cool.
Oh, thank you for switching the icon.
I did
So I'm
not
going to
see that coming.
I step out in the raven motif. We'll just use the fox thing, which is normally for my natural form to represent the transformation anyway. And I look at the guard and past my raven beak-like cowl, and I try to intimidate him.
Okay.
Him or her, depending on whatever.
Right.
I'm just like, you'd better go back to your master and tell him that that there's. I'm trying to think of a good thing to say. That these wild throes of anger are most unbecoming. I rolled a 6.
Yeah. None of the thugs can see you, so they don't.
Okay.
At that point, Nox emerges from the building with a friend.
Okay.
Pink Guard will continue dragging you off.
Yeah, totally.
And at that point, you'd both double move, so you're gone.
I don't resist at all. Fuck this place.
Hold on one second. So, with the crowd in front of them, the Hellhound, or the dog-like creature, opens its mouth and breathes a burst of fire into the crowd, knocking over everyone who it hits.
Hmm.
Hello. Cyan is gonna double move to you.
Okay.
Sam.
Okay. The Cyan Guard is getting a gauntlet to the face.
Okay.
Let me see. 3. Bam. All right. I can't really think of anything else to do, so I'll end my turn.
All right. So the Hellhound continues to attack protesters, but doesn't use the breath weapon again. Cyan. $22.
Yeah, that hits me.
7.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me change the number on here. Okay. All right, who's next?
You actually. We're
Okay.
down to most of them being out of the picture.
All right. 7, I'm assuming, misses.
Yes. So Nox looks at the Hound and points at you and shouts, "Get that one!"
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I think
5,
now it's the point where I gotta get going.
8.
Yeah, there's a friar breathing what the fuck on your ass. I would not be there either.
Vanguard is gonna attack you.
Okay.
16.
Thankfully, he misses.
Okay.
I'm going to full withdraw because, yeah, this
Okay.
is a bit too much.
Okay.
So my character shouts, "You have bested the Silver Raven for now." Okay. Do I have to retreat in only one direction?
Hello?
Okay.
What?
Only your first square of movement is ignored for the purposes of AO. So if you go straight south, you take an AO in this square.
It actually does. They actually, to your surprise, they actually seem to let you go.
Hmm.
And at that point, everyone has either escaped or been arrested.
Did I see arrested? Then
Roll
I know we
perception.
saw. Okay. I know we were together at one point, so
Yeah, it was pretty far away.
With 24, I'm going to say you actually did.
okay.
You would have had a chance to make the guard. You would have had a chance to sleep the guard.
But he was willingly surrendering. It wasn't like. I'll if I could take a chance, I would have, even if he was surrendering. But I'm not sure if that would change his action.
It'll be out of range at that point.
Yeah, there were
Yeah,
two
that's
guards
true.
right next to me at the time, so.
Yeah, I don't think there was an opportunity for me to really do that. Since I was trying to double move as much as possible. But
That being said, if they retreat and come across my way, I might choose to chant the guard. But I'll leave that to you.
Okay. You guys were skipping around and coming in and out. I'm sorry. So I was just saying that you had the chance to sleep the guard.
like after combat, or was it that during the combat?
So as you're running away, you see him being dragged off. You
Okay,
could
so we
go,
happen to be like I could follow where they're going alongside and try to rescue them, basically.
basically, yeah, you could run over and attempt to sleep. Remind me of the range on the sleep hex. Is it like 30 feet?
30 feet.
Okay, never mind then. You wouldn't get that chance.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell them fucking not to if I can manage to do that anyway. They've seen my face. I need to be processed properly.
Okay.
And
so,
I work with them, kinda, so, you know.
Process my ass. If you ran away, they wouldn't know shit. There were hundreds of people there.
Yes. And I surrendered in front of two of them.
So, I'm going to actually call a brief break. Take 10.
Alright, back shortly then.
Sorry.
I'm back.
Hmm.
How's it
Same.
going?
Just kind of waiting for everyone to get back together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. So, is this a Leon rescue mission at this point?
I assume that I will run into somebody that knows that I work with them in the armory.
Hmm. Did you take any like actual actions against the guard, or were you just like,
Nope.
okay, that should be in your favor then?
Exactly. I didn't have a weapon drawn. One could argue I was knocked down. Yeah. Even in such times as these, I should be released fairly quickly. Maybe a day.
Hmm. Kitty.
So, Darby, do you have like 3 icons, or are you just using the fox as your hero outfit?
The fox is pretty much the hero outfit. I don't have any thing fitting for. Actually, I could probably find something for the silver raven thing.
Yeah,
I
you
just-
could probably find some type of raven emblem.
Good point. What I was thinking was I could. I just remembered I could look at these characters from this one Japanese cartoon. They all got these helmets and stuff in a bird motif.
Yeah?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
All right, so the party has been split.
I'm not even sure we're a party at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
This is a group that kind of knows each other. And a bard.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest one. Is but like
Did we see the bard doing anything impressive in combat?
no, but you certainly noticed him over the course of the protest with his performances.
Yeah.
So that's at least something to go off of, like as far as
I think what you mean to say is that we see the bard doing anything impressive outside of combat.
Yes.
You know.
That and if
yeah.
you have ranks and knowledge nobility, there's a chance you know who he is.
Yeah, this guy is musical Tony Stark.
Okay. So yes, we at least would have, he's somewhat known, or so it's not inconceivable that
Roll
we.
knowledge nobility.
I don't have that, so I don't have. But
so
like,
you-
if he's a singer, we'd have some idea of, oh, that's the singer guy,
I mean, no, I mean he's the heir apparent of his house, but that's not quite enough to make them so famous that you don't need training to know them.
Yeah.
Okay.
To you, he's the guy that sings and gets drunk on weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, he buys he every every Sunday morning he buys an alchemist kindness from you. That's how you know him. You guys know what alchemist kindness is, right?
I know. As soon as the hangover
I
cure.
believe that's the hangover cure.
Yes. So,
Two. One for Saturday morning and one for Sunday.
that said, after you guys fled, Marco, you implied that you were going to meet up with them.
Well, yeah, I basically told too many people who I am during the demonstration, so I need a place to lay low for a few days. And these guys seem to be getting chased just as much as I am, so maybe they will take me in, sort of thing.
Okay. All right.
It's either that or find a skirt to hide under, but, that's less adventurous.
You should have a girlfriend's house in every block. It's fine.
Yeah, but I also want to go meet the party, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm choosing not to cap up for a few days.
Right.
Yes, you may need big, strong backup.
I think Darby's the one to go to for that then.
Speaking of, is Kevin and Darby together?
That's you guys' choice. Darby is the
Yeah.
Silver Raven right now. Does Flux know things?
I do not.
Okay. Given
that was established.
yeah. Given that you would not recognize anything, they're the same person or anything like that, so you would probably either you wouldn't, or Darby would run away, change, and join up with you.
That's what I plan on doing. I'm going to try to find an alley or something that is vacant and change back.
You just missed the Silver Raven. That was awesome.
Just simply replies, I don't know. I think that guard hit her in the stomach a bit too hard, too easily. She's got a lot of work to do.
Well, how renowned are you at this point?
Was this your first outing?
I don't plan to ever take the renowned talent because there's going because this campaign and then the renown rules for that they don't mix very well from what I've been told.
So, if this was Kick-Ass, would you be Kick-Ass in the first half hour or Kick-Ass 2?
Kick ass in the first half hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's another question. Would you be real Kick-Ass or the shitty movie adaptation? Which I've not seen.
I don't know because I haven't seen too much of the movie nor have read the comics too in depth.
Yeah, I have not done either to any depth.
Oh, well, that doesn't help me then.
So, as you are leaving, about maybe an hour, Leon, after you are arrested,
Yep.
someone, a guard, a male guard, approaches your cell and opens it up and says, "Hey," it says, "Yo, looks like someone bailed you out, faggot."
Jeez.
Okay, you got me with that one too.
That wasn't uproariously funny, was it?
I
From
was
you.
100% not expecting that from you.
From you, it's hilariously
You're
funny.
really like kind and generous person. So going into that degree of vulgarity was a good was like a good like yeah.
Yeah.
Are the guards normally so abrupt?
Roll a wisdom check or knowledge local, and you could make the knowledge local untrained.
Being as I deal with guards frequently through the smithy, can I just know it?
This guy is always like that. This one particular guy.
Okay.
In fact, you think he knows Flux.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, I'm inclined to damn right, bitch, that somebody did pay my bill.
That good old Belor that I.
Gotta do the work for you somehow.
Damn right you do. And as you leave, he flicks you on the ear.
Kill the man.
I'm inclined to go in the opposite direction here because he's being that kind of bipolar hostile, but I don't know if I want to do that.
You don't think you believe him that there was bail, so he's not making this decision.
No, you're entirely correct, but I'm inclined to treat that as a come on from somebody that is angrily homophobic but still open to the possibility.
Where
But
did you get the
I'd-
idea he was open to the possibility? Or
Flicking of the ear is kind of a personal thing.
I didn't mean it that like he's flicking. He's trying to cause you pain. He's being an asshole.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right, you leave. So, where do you go from here? Do you try to find the others?
No, I go home.
All right. Meanwhile, you guys, Marco, when do you approach these other two?
As soon as possible.
All right, we'll go ahead and roleplay that.
Okay. I'm trying to hide that it was actually me that was stuck or that was smashed in the gut with the mace. What would I need to do to try and hide
Okay.
that? Just disguise.
Bluff?
Yeah, bluff.
That I do have a good score in. $15.
That would be sense motive would be the counter for that.
Yeah, if you
Although
cared.
you don't normally do opposed checks between characters.
Oh, I honestly I don't know, so that's why I was asking.
I don't mind. You know, it's not something I'm looking for, and I'm never looking for anything. Usually.
I am a healer though, so I might have some kind of, oh, you look like you're limping, or oh, you look like,
If I fail, it's going to be more along the lines of burping up a bit of blood, being in intense pain, going from a sitting to standing position,
right.
things like that.
And since I wouldn't be actively looking for everybody, you have to probably be against a flat. Are you able to conceal it to the point of casual observation, not necessarily against an opposed check? I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I
Hello?
mean, yo.
All right. So you were just telling me that you were going to try to hide the wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that you could make either a disguise check or use magical healing.
I have no way to magically heal myself at the ready.
Yeah. Apparently you weren't able to hear us. We were talking about sense motive as the option. Or, sorry, bluff.
Bluff would be to lie, for instance, lie and say that it was something else.
Okay.
Well, all right. I will re-roll as a disguise then, since I rolled as a sense motive. If that's okay. Or
Okay.
not sense motive, bluff. With the
You know, just change the modifier.
17.
All right. And that's opposed by the perception check. So Kevin.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin, you notice that you actually notice that Sam is, for whatever reason, trying to hide wounds.
Are you okay, Sam? Looks like you're a little injured there.
Should I just let it drop now, or should I try to keep playing along?
I would say play along.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get along too far as a vigilante if you go up that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna try to bluff then and say, oh yeah. You know, one of those crazy support Thrun supporters. Yeah, they kind of hit me hard. I'm gonna roll my bluff.
Okay, and sense motive.
Not entirely a lie.
No, that seems reasonable.
Should sound as a believable lie.
Yeah,
I think
I would accept
that's
that.
a +5.
If I were playing an ASMR, which was one of my other ideas, okay, you completely break through the lie.
We get a bonus though for having it be sensible, right?
Yes,
Oh,
but it's not enough.
It's not big enough for that.
I thought it was like a 10. I thought it was something significant.
I think it's 5 for a very plausible.
Okay.
Unless Seamless
Target
Guys
wants to-
plays into this.
Target wants to believe you is +5. Believable lie is 0. Unlikely is -5. Far-fetched -10.
Okay. So are you? Seems like you're hiding something from me. I respect your privacy if you don't want to tell me, but you can trust me if you wish.
That's what they all say.
How you
I'm
do?
just gonna-
Marco says as he comes panting towards you. Phew! I wiped sweat off my head. Barely got out of there. How did you manage? I saw the guards all over you.
I just kind of like walked away. It was no big deal.
Well, unlucky the crowd managed to move out of the way. Surely they might have pushed me into the lake or some such. Dreadfully wet, one would be. And clubs as well. Think to strike a noble.
Wow.
All right. Well, my character's going to say, there's some stuff I feel like I should, but it's not appropriate to tell you at the moment.
I'll respect that. Maybe in due course, things will change.
Okay, I didn't get most of that, but if it was roleplay, you don't need to repeat it.
Yeah, it was all roleplay.
Any chance one of you can put me up for the night?
We both have rather modest
Oh,
appointments.
I won't need much. Just some food, a bed, maybe a bath.
Yeah, that's beyond possibly our means. I'm not sure. We live in a tenement. That's like a flop house, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not exactly like. I mean, you got like a cot, and that's probably about it.